Would you like to plug in my stereo? Would you like to plug in any old thing that I've got lying around? Well, plugs are meant for plugging in. Stereo's meant to make it sound. But make sure you got a ground. Well, I watched a car drive by the other day without a passenger in it. And I thought, for just one quick minute, that there also was not a driver in there. And you know, this was something I used to do when I was younger. I used to imagine that there was a car out there with there's nobody in there driving. And now, you know, I think I called that the ghost car, because there's probably just a ghost driving in it. And I would watch. Well, my mom was driving, or my dad could also have been driving. And this also reminds me of when, I first realized that essentially, you know, when my dad was driving, you know, he had very big hands, and I thought that, you know, you were very safe in the car. And then it was on the highway. I think it was raining, and it swerved a little, and I realized, wow, just like anybody could totally accidentally, you know, something could happen. And whoa, then we're just flying off, you know. But so you just got to trust your parents that they can operate heavy machinery. Was that too somber? What?
Freedom. It's January.
Freedom January?
It's January. Seasonal depressive disorder.
Freedom January. Seasonal depressional disorder. Freedom. Okay, I think where I was in that one was, oh yeah, I think they call that the ghost car, because there was probably just a ghost driving. And then that leads into, oh yeah, a friend of mine had a theory about it. When he was from Bolivia, grand old Bolivia, he told a good tale for me. He had a great uncle or a great grandfather, which isn't extraordinary, you know, by itself. And I guess it's not also extraordinary that whoever this relation was died, you know, because that happens fairly regularly too. This has become a kind of a morbid song. But yeah, so there's a theory about ghosts, and well, yeah, there was well, I'm gonna just kind of try to cut to the chase here. I'm sorry, I'm trying to rein in this, you know, really wild thing here. But you know, something about okay. So if say his grandpa always turned on stereos, if we can get back to that point, if his and then you know, he might just, if you were in the house where he died, he might. Stereos just might turn on by themselves long after he's moved on. In the motor car, it's just harder to relate. In the motor car, it's just harder to relate. In the museum, the reception was great. But in the motor car, it's just harder to relate. I tried to expose it in sort of that way. That worked out alright, but it didn't change the fate. That in a motor car, it's just harder to relate.